Well, good morning. Welcome back. Today I've been putzing around, doing little onesie-twosies here and there and thinking, well, I should record this and make a video, but I didn't. And then I thought, that's probably not normal thinking. But I have this piece of wood. It's cedar. It's an old fence picket. And I have some more of them up here in different, ripped to different sizes. And then a friend came by and said, hey, I should be over there talking to the camera, right? I don't know. I got this chunk of dirty glass. Got two of them. Can you do something with them? Well, can we not? They're 24 by 18, so 2 by foot and a half. And I thought, I got this piece of log next to my yard chair, and I got some old plant stand that we found in our alley. And I think this would probably hold our charcuterie board and a glass of Pinot Grigio much better. So, how about we get started? Oh, so then I made a plan. I'm going to let you see it, but not too close because it's not finished. I want to support it from underneath to keep water going off because it'll be out in the rain because we get that sometimes. And I want it to be wide enough under the glass, though, to give it good, stable support, because it is heavy, and we have 2 dogs and running around and sometimes grandkids. So that's my build criteria. And 18 inches tall, because that's the size of the log I'm using currently. So that's our build criteria. Let's get to it. So I'm going to go through the rationale on it, what I do today, because I think it'll be good for me, probably not for you. I went with my thinnest piece. These have shrunk. These 1x, which sell at 5/8, are shrunk now to a 1/2 inch, so finished fence board size. And this one, I should have taken a picture of it, has a knot. It was right in between there, causing this to be actually a little bit like that. So I took the first piece off the end, cut that out. I hate to waste it, but it won't be square if I use that. And now I'm just going to make everything dimensional to the thinnest piece I have when I started. This is going to get long, isn't it? I'll try not to. So 1 inch and 3/4 is going to be our top frame. So I will cut the pieces out. I've already cut the first one, and then I'll show you. Woo! That's 2. You don't need to see all that. Here's my rationale time. I looked through my hardware. The closest thing I have to what I would like, because I wanted something skinny. Oh, sorry. I wanted something longer. These are an exterior grade. Well, these are number 6 exterior grade. Unfortunately, they're only 1 inch. So I used a countersink on my corners and pre-drilled through there, and then it'll go into there. And I'll get a little extra length because of the countersink. Does that make sense? But I am going to glue it too. And I thought back, remember when you used to get a can of Maxwell House coffee, an empty can, and it was full of rusted nails in the basement, and your dad's hammer, and you would build stuff all day long, and you never measured, you never cut anything because you weren't allowed to use the cool saw yet. And here I am, turning a simple project into rocket science, but I'm still having fun. So now, again, today is all about giving you my rationale. I'm going to go find the bit for that so we can put it all together and glue it. Oh, also, so my middle piece, which is going to be like a stretcher and a little extra support, I cut it a little bit long, so when I get the outside done, I can cut this to be nice and snug. Instead, you know, I mean, theoretically it should be 15 inches because these are 16 minus half, blah, 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 blah. But it never works out that way. So, okay, let me go find that. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna shave about an eighth inch off of there. It's compensating for the twists and cups that old cheap fence boards go through. So that's why I wanted to give myself leeway, and glad I did. Let me go trim it. Okay, noteworthy. It sits flush on the glass. It doesn't matter because my patio slab is so uneven that no matter what I do with the legs, unless I put adjusters on it, and this is going to move around a lot, so that's not even a thing, it's going to probably wobble unless I find just the right spot. But anyway, for now, that's flush on there. So now I'm going to bring the legs on the inside. So I'm going to use the next size up. Let me go see what I got. Okay, got the legs. No, I got the first part of the legs cut. Remember I said I want to give it some stability. So these are 2 1/4, and that was just what I had. So I'm going to take the next piece and rip it down to 1 3/4 so that from the outside it looks the same. But I wanted to use up, look, I still have this piece, so maybe we can make a decorative sign or something. I don't know. You don't know. Stop judging me. Okay, so I'm going to have to put this out of the way and get my little table saw out so we can rip the wood at 1 3/4 inch. Okay, public service announcement / side note / side quest. Since I've redone my garage and we are getting more use out of it, I've learned a few things. And one is this piece, this one, which I have to show you. It's got a groove. This one, these don't go back in the wood rack. You're not going to make something out of them, no matter how much you say you are. This is dry cedar, though, and my wife likes her fire pit. I think I don't have to explain any more than that. But I will show you, I ripped the pieces. I had 2 pieces that between them I'll be able to get the 4 other sides. So, look, skinny, fat, no comments. It's rude. Together, equal. Whoa! And I think I'm gonna fire up the air compressor and just glue and nail those together. I think screwing down the length of the leg is a little bit redundant, but you know, rationale here. Yeah, I think it's redundant. Okay, I got a very serious question for any viewer that is a current or former resident of the great state of New Jersey. The rest of you can watch if you want, but you're not going to understand what we're talking about. Would you comment below, Taylor ham or pork roll? Let me know in the comments and I'll know which part. If you're not from New Jersey, you also won't know that there are actually 3 states in New Jersey. North Jersey, Central, and South Jersey. And that's a very common misconception that it was only 1 state. So thought I should let you know. But anyway, come on, let me know. Oh, we made legs. I'm going to let them dry for a little while, just so I don't break them. And then we'll come back and see if we can attach them. Alright, that might be just enough, and I won't need a shelf, but what I want a shelf. Dang it, so many decisions. What do you think? A little shelf? I'd say magazines, you know, but who reads those anymore? Phone? Put my phone on there, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'll make a shelf. I feel like I left you behind. All I did was put 2 pieces there. And now I think I'm just gonna put, you know, look, check it out. Boom, 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 all the way across with a little gap so that rain doesn't puddle in it. See? It's always thinking about the rain here. Always. Okay, we're using up, remember? So I cut what I had left of the piece I ripped. And I didn't have, look, the gaps would have been huge. But I still had another piece of this part left. Oh, stop it. So I cut that. I don't know if you could see that. That's a beautiful thing. Now I'm going to measure these to make them even. I'm going to tell my wife when I put it out there that I did this on purpose as a decorative accent. Remember this, if you're a guy and you're married, decorative accent, that's when you don't really know why you did something or you did it just to use up scrap. And you can pass it off as intentional and your wife thinks you're artistic. You're welcome. All these free tips. Okay. Ha, look at that. Slats are in. Somebody asked me, nobody asked me, I just made that up. Somebody might ask me, are you going to paint it? No. You going to stain it or finish it? No. It's a fence board. I don't know. You can probably see. Here, I'll show you on here. It's hairy. It's rough cut cedar. That's why I'm using it outside. So, are you going to clean the glass? Wait, are you going to clean the glass? Yeah, I'll do that. See? I'm all about give and take. Look at that. Look at that. I do have one more thing. I'll clean it up and bring you back to show you. But my wife had these for something. Bumper. I'm going to put some of those just to keep the glass from sliding, I think. Hopefully. If it falls and gets broken, I got another piece of glass. So that doesn't really play in too much. But I have to pick it up then. And, it'd be annoying and blah, 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 blah. Here's a helpful hint. If the end of your tape measure has a magnet, like mine does, then while you're talking to your camera, because if you're not making a YouTube video, what are you doing? And you can pick up the screws and leave the sawdust behind to put them away. Anyway, I'll be back with the final here in a minute. All right, be quiet. All right, well, that's a wrap. Ooh, I'm shadowed. I hope you enjoyed that one. We're going to sit here in the backyard now and enjoy the fruits of our labor with our new table and some snacks and Kool-Aid. See you next week.